I was talking about last week's game, Livingstone. We said before that we got a few more scholarships than they do, and we thought we was bigger, faster, and stronger, and we wanted to play that way. We wanted to dominate the game for 60 minutes, and I thought our guys did a great job of doing that. Playing against a lesser competition, sometimes you play down to your competition. We knew that another team out of that conference, Virginia State, had beat Norfolk State earlier. We knew Howard had went up and beat UNLV. So we didn't want to take this team lightly. Respect all and fear none, and our guys came out and played hard from the opening kick, and we dominated the game for 4 quarters. And I was pleased because we took the starters out after the first series of the second half, and then the backups came in and continued to dominate and move the ball, and the defense continued to dominate, and special teams too. So I was very pleased with the way the guys continue to play and keep their foot on the pedal.
Talk about Monmouth, if you would. What have you seen of them so far?
Monmouth, they're a good football team. They're 2-1, and they're solid, well coached. Don't make a lot of mistakes. They're disciplined. They're gonna play hard. They remind me of Ohio, but of course Ohio was a MAC team and they're FCS. But they just remind me of Ohio, the way they're disciplined and they just play hard and they're very tough. They got a good defense and got a pretty good offense too. And then they like to run the inside zone and run some option off of it and throw the ball. So we have to be prepared, and we look forward to the challenge. It'll be a great game and a great challenge for us, and I think the guys will be up for it.
Looks like they had fairly good balance after 3 games anyway in terms of the run and the pass. You see their offenses in that regard?
Yeah, they're going to, go in that pistol and run inside zone and run some outside zone, and then they'll throw some boots off of it and throw the ball down the field off of it, and they try to stay balanced and keep you off balance, and they've been doing a pretty good job of it so far this year. So our defense will be up for a good test, and I think that they're ready for it and welcome the challenge.
Not to embarrass him while he's here, but you talk about what Alden has given your offense in terms of stretching the field.
Yes, he's definitely given us the ability to stretch the field and keep defenses honest. And, as the season goes, that should just open up the short game for us, and with people playing more coverage. But if they don't and they're going to stay in man, we will continue to stretch the field with Alden and Ronald and West. And so I talked about those receivers before, that I thought they had a lot of talent and they can get it done. They just hadn't done it before because we had other receivers doing it. And now it's their turn, next man up. And, Proctor and TJ did it before, and now Knight is doing it. So I think 2 games over 100 yards back-to-back, and looking forward to B3.
Looked like Delman Williams got dinged up during the last game. Brendan, of course, came in and did a great job, but how's Delman's health this week? Yeah,
he's pretty soft. He tore a fingernail and couldn't play no more. No, just kidding. No, he hurt his hip a little bit, a little bruise on the hip, and while they was looking at it, we put Green in, and Green executed well. We kept him in there. I said the whole time I thought I had 2 quarterbacks that can lead us to where we need to be. And Green proved me right by coming in and playing well. Probably played better than Williams played. So, again, you got one, you got none. I think we got 2 quality quarterbacks, and we don't mind playing them anytime. So, Green did his job. His number got called. He was ready to play, stepped in and made plays.
Which one do you plan to start?
Williams. Williams is a starter. He didn't lose his job. He played well while he was in there, and then Green played well. So Williams will still start unless he has some lingering injuries with his hip, which we haven't seen that so far this week. So I can't see any reason why he wouldn't start.
Yaki had a big game for you. He'd been, I guess, bottled up in the first game, but he's kind of last 2 he's found some running. How important is that to get him going?
It's very important, especially with having the young receivers, inexperienced quarterbacks, we need to lean on our defense and our running game. So we needed Yaki and McKenzie to be able to get us 4, 5, 6 yards a clip. But it really goes back to the offensive line. And when those guys are playing hard and open up holes and getting Yaki and McKenzie to the second level, they can take it to the house, as you've seen. And when they're not doing that, I mean, it's very hard for anybody to run when they don't have holes. But he's a special player that if you can get him to the next level, he can take it the distance at any time. So as long as the offensive line keeps getting a hat on a hat and giving those guys some room to run, we'll be fine.
Have you seen improvement from the line?
I have. I thought they passed pro well the first game, didn't run block that well against Ohio. But we had time to throw the ball against Ohio. But the quarterbacks and the receivers just weren't on the same page and just didn't execute very good that game. So, and week 2, the running game wasn't as solid in the first half, but we got to go in the second half when we had to, and we wanted to, and they knew we had to run the ball. We was able to run the ball. And then this past week, of course, we was able to run the ball in the first and the second half. So the offensive line is still young. I mean, we don't have 2 seniors on the offensive line, Johnson and Gould. So those guys are still gelling and coming together. G played guard last year, and he's been thrust into the role of playing center this year. And so still a learning curve for him there. And then we got other people that we're putting in there. So those guys are still learning and still gelling, and they're only going to get better and better as the season goes. Reggie?
You talk about how well the defense played. I've got a guy like Raheem Husky stepping in and leading those team in tackles right now.
Yeah, Huskies, he was here last year. We couldn't get him on the football field. And we finally got him on the football field, and he's been everything that we thought he would be. And he's leading our team on and off the football field. He's a great leader, and he's a rah-rah guy, and, it's hard to get him to be quiet sometimes. And, but he's out there making plays, and that's what we need out of our middle linebacker. And you got to kind of credit the defense line for that, because when them guys can't get off and get up on those backers, then the backers got to make the tackles, and that's what he's doing. And so he's doing his job and making the tackles and that opportunity, and the defense line are doing their job by keeping the offensive lineman off of him where he can make plays.
You got to be pleased with the turnover margin being in the plus territory also.
I am. I think we +3. Probably should be +5. We put it on the ground twice. West fumble 1, and then Green fumble 1 on a bootleg where, it's a simple bootleg. The ball should have been in his right hand, and he just flicking it, be an incomplete pass or a completion. But he had in his left hand. He tried to move it to his right hand and throw it too quick, and then it kind of came out like a fumble. He called it a fumble. So, we get that cleaned up. We worked on that, and he understands what he did wrong and shouldn't do that again. But yeah, I'm happy that we +3. I think we probably should be +5, but we take it. It's a lot better than in the past. I think that's gonna be it. That's all, folks. Come back. See you next week. Stay tuned. Same bat channel, same bat time.
Welcome back to the Hampton University Pirate Sports Network. I'm Jerome Barber. Mike Side here with Coach Maynor. Once again, congratulating you, Coach, on a great win and a great outing against Livingstone on Saturday.
Thank you, Rev. It was a great win for not only us, but Hampton Nation.
I guess the key word that's been circulating around this area is domination, total domination. 400 plus yards, total offense, clicking on all cylinders.
Yes, sir. That was the game plan. We wanted to dominate. It's always our plan to dominate every game. Tell the guys we want to kill an ant with a hand grenade, and the guys dominated from the opening kickoff to the clock hit 0-0 on offense, defense, and special teams.
Yeah, I heard through the grapevine that one of your concerns was, and it always is with a team that comes in, that you kind of know that you've got an upper hand on, more scholarships, those kinds of things, that the men don't take the game seriously, or they might look past this game to the other game. I guess they knocked that concern out the park.
Well, you know, we stay focused on them, and you know, we always say respect all and fear none. And you got to come ready to play. If the other team ain't ready, then you get those type results. If they are ready, then you got a dogfight.
Yeah. A couple of shining stars, and probably when you made the game plan out, you weren't planning for it to be that way. One in particular, of course, he just does what he does. Yaki Johnson, phenomenal outing on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Another great outing on limited amount of carries, and this guy he's special. He's special. He's explosive, and if we can get him to the next level, which the offensive line did, then you see he can take it to the house, because he took it over to the house and he got called back for holding.
Exactly.
So he's very dangerous when he gets to the next level.
Yeah, that 73-yard scamper was just amazing, watching him maneuver down the field.
It was, and I heard some guy up in the box going crazy.
Yak attack. Yes, sir, that would be me. That would be me. And then the other shining star was just, it's the philosophy that every team has, next man up. Williams went down, your starting quarterback, but you know, he just kind of reloaded and threw Green out there, and wow, what a performance.
Yeah, Green had a great performance. He's been working hard, and he's prepared to play. Because we always tell him, you're one snap away from being the starting quarterback. And so that guy has to prepare as if he's going to play just like the starter. And he's done a great job the last couple of weeks of getting prepared. And when his number was called, he was ready, and he executed at a high level. Yeah.
Well, they say offense fills the stands, but defense wins championships. And the shutout, I mean, you got to give hats off to Swilling, had an excellent day, as well as Spruill. Came through with some good tackles, solo tackles, and some sacks as well.
Yeah, they did. They played well again, and with all the starters. And then the backups came in and played well. And of course, the starters didn't get as much playing time as they wanted. And so you're not going to get 14, 15 tackles. You know, in a game like that, the leading tackle might have 8, 6. So, but we're very pleased with the defense where they played. I think, I don't think they crossed the 50, maybe once. I know they did on the fumble, but as far as driving the ball, I don't know if they crossed the 50 more than one time. So the defense really had a dominating performance.
Exactly. For all the stats people out there, this is one for the books. You start your season out on the road and come back off of a devastating loss of 0-59, and then 2 weeks later, you beat a team 59-0. Wow.
That's amazing. That's amazing. They say what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty amazing that we lost 59-0 and then we came back and won 59-0. And I think, the lost 59-0, Ohio wasn't that much better than us. They were upper level like we were with Livingstone, but again, we probably weren't that much better than them. And we just played exceptionally well and exceptionally bad.
Yeah. Okay, this week is fresh. Target for us, Monmouth is coming to visit us here at Armstrong Stadium.
Yep, Monmouth is a good FCS football program. They're 2-1. They're very solid. They're very balanced offensively. They about 50-50 run pass, and they want to run it a little bit more, but they can't throw the football. And defensively, they're solid. And they're going to be where they need to be. They're very disciplined. They don't beat themselves. Kind of remind me of Ohio a little bit, but not quite the talent that Ohio has.
Yeah. They're coming off of a loss. They're coming off of a loss and coming to us off of a loss. I look back, I don't think we've ever played Monmouth before.
No, I don't think so.
Yes,
yeah, I think it's the first time we ever played.
We played them in basketball, not in football.
Right. I think they played some other teams. They played, I think, Norfolk a couple of years ago. Okay. I think played a couple other MEAC schools, I believe, in the past, but never Hampton University. So it'll be the first time we played them. And they'll be hungry coming off a loss. Want to get back on the winning track, and of course we want to stay on the winning track, so we look forward to the challenge. It'll be a great contest.
A great contest from this game going to a bye week, so staying healthy and getting ready to, of course this is non-conference, but it kind of prepares you for those conference games that are coming down the road. A team that's out of conference, but yet of that Ohio caliber, give you an opportunity to see how deep we can go.
Yep, it does. It gives a great test of where we at, and with the FCS level and playoff implications and things of that nature, and just playing tough games, getting us ready for the conference.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Saturday, September the 23rd. It's a 2 p.m. kickoff. It's Parents Weekend, it's Greek Day, lots of celebration in the stands.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. And it's a football game.
And it's, it's a football game. They're all coming for the football game. They're all coming for the football game. Do us that great favor, as you always do, Coach, look in that camera and give us that personal invitation from the coach.
We want everybody to come on out, support your Pirates. As you can see, we 2-0 at home, and we get a sellout crowd. We'll be 3-0 at home with your support. It makes all the difference in the world to the players when they see that those stands are packed and you're cheering for your Pirates. So come on out, support your Pirates.